I really hope that wasn't your first words.
Yeah, it was actually.
I need my fringe cutting.
Me too. Cheese!
Grommet.
Hi!
Hello.
Well, you look tiny. Mum, this is your live. You need to be in it.
What are you sitting on? You look so high up.
My legs.
You'll get varicose veins doing that.
You'll get varicose veins doing that.
You will.
Yeah, so that I can be higher.
Not better. Hello.
Hey, shorty.
Are you going to prod me, are you? Oh, thank you. What's that? And I am caught.
Oh, that's Courtney.
Courtney.
Cheese. Thank you.
Hello. How's everybody today?
Shit.
You're not. No, you're not shit today.
Beans.
Everybody all right? Everybody had a good day?
No.
It's your birthday yesterday. Happy 17th birthday.
Happy
Kirsty.
birthday.
Hello from the Holland. The Holland? The country Holland?
Someone said, "Is this the real Evie?" This is my mum's account.
This is the real Evie.
This
yeah,
is the
can't
real
clone her.
me. Beans.
Is it because she hasn't got a space buns in? Hang on. Is that better?
Tits.
Oh, she's stuck. Yeah, it's the real Evie. We'll just shove her down there for a minute. How long did it take you to get diagnosed with Tourette's? Took her a while because her first tic wasn't a very obvious one. It was like a weird hiccup.
7 years.
It was a weird hiccup and sound. So
Almost 8.
we didn't know what was going on at first, did we?
Fuck off.
Granddad's 80th. Oh, happy birthday, Grandad.
Old. Happy birthday, Grandad. Beetroot.
How old's your Grandad now? Is he 84 now? Was he 84 this year? I think he was.
Yes.
My daughter was diagnosed after a year.
Fuck off.
That's good going. That's good going. I think that's about as quickly as you can get diagnosed, isn't it?
For Tourette's, yeah. I think if people have it and they don't have anything else, then they are likely to get diagnosed a lot sooner. But because I had so much going on.
Who's our favourite bands and singers? I really like James Arthur.
Yeah, me too.
But I used to like...
Thanks,
Aww,
Stephanie.
They're cute. I used to like, what's his name? James Morrison? Maybe it's James's. I've got a thing for James.
Hi! Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Congratulations on 13 mil.
Thank you. Ow. Beans.
Do you have advice for people whose parents don't believe they're ticking? Ooh, that's hard.
Kill them.
No, don't do that. It's a bit harsh. It's a bit harsh, that pet.
Sorry.
Maybe just doing something like showing them a website like Tourette's Action's the main sort of one in the UK, isn't it?
Yeah, but if they're not diagnosed with Tourette's,
No, but you know, it might help them realise that there's more than one tick and more than one severity. Thank you, Sean.
Hey!
That might help. Could you sing a song for us? Is it sing or sign?
I think that said sing.
Oh, you don't want that. You don't want that.
Hey! Hi to Thailand.
Oh, I'm sorry. If your parents get annoyed at your tics, that is hard. I mean, I try not to get annoyed at Evie's tics. It doesn't always work.
You never get angry though.
No, I don't get angry. I think sometimes when I'm tired, it can be a lot. But it's not like I don't believe you or anything. It's just...
Tickle,
you know.
tickle.
What's your favourite TV show?
Stranger Things, Friends, Sherlock, Grey's Anatomy, House. Fuck off!
Sowerby for me tonight. Very excited about the Sowerby coming on tonight.
Marry me.
Okay. Oh, you didn't get down to one neither.
Oh, fuck off. Two of my friends are faking tics. What do I do? They're not one of the peoples with the hoodies over their faces, are they?
You need different friends.
That's still going, you know. There's like
Those two girls?
No, just loads of people.
Saddles.
There's like new ones coming out like last night.
Yeah.
So annoying.
Nothing you can do about it, just...
Boils my blood.
I know. It just shows their ignorance though, doesn't it? What's
Bitch.
Tourette's. Tourette's is kind of... It's a neurological disorder that causes involuntary tics.
Tits. Involuntary tits. I didn't ask for these.
You got good ones though.
Thanks very much.
You look so like... I know, we do, don't we?
We get that a lot.
We do. Well, a lot of people were saying that you look like Dad on your last few videos. Oh, you an only child? No, she's not.
I'm just the favourite.
She's not even close.
Oh.
She's got 2 lovely brothers as well.
2 shitty brothers as well.
They're all lovely.
They're all shitty.
No, they're not. What's that about Sowerby? Somebody said something about Sowerby.
They just put it in capital letters.
Sowerby. Thank you. Thank you. Sage. I don't know if you're called Sage or things. Thank you. Did Evie do GCSEs? Evie did GCSEs, but she did them in a different way, in that she did them with a home tutor.
Beans.
She wasn't well enough to be in school at that time.
Oh.
It's amazing how close we are. Yeah, we're in the same room, so we don't have to do 2 meters.
Ha ha ha.
Mum jokes.
Beans.
I have 4 shitty brothers. I've got 3 shitty brothers.
KKK.
Please tell Evie I love her.
Thank you.
Jazz loves you.
Thanks, Jazz. You creep. Sorry.
She adds bits. Sorry about that. I love your elephant tapestry. Yeah, it's nice.
She's called Sheila.
Sheila.
I called her Sheila the day that I got her, and I don't know why.
Has it moved over?
No.
Looks like it's further down that way.
No.
What are some things to help with tics? What helps you with your tics, pet?
Music is a really big one. I'd say music and animals are like the top 2, and they're usually quite a common, helpful thing for people with Tourette's. So definitely get some headphones and...
Your fidget stuff often helps as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, for certain types of tics they can really help, for like specific ones. Ooh! No one asked. Well, they did though. That's why we're answering.
No one asked what.
An idiot.
Hang on, I'm just trying to...
Beans.
Oh, that's nice. My husband and I love your videos. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
You have to tap on the profile picture, not the name.
Yeah.
No, that's the wrong person.
No, it isn't.
It was.
I'm good at this stuff.
Fuck you.
We need moderators, don't we? Which one?
Block, and then they can't come back.
Okay.
Tits up. It's gone tits up.
It's all gone tits up. It has, yeah. How did you first approach your mum about your tics? She didn't really need to. They were just
I didn't, like, some people say, oh, I have tics and I don't know how to tell my parents, and I think I don't really understand that, but I think that's because of the way that mine were. I never had to go up to mum and say, look, this is
happening. No. But I guess some people, if they just have motor tics and they're not very obvious, excuse me, maybe that's how that comes into place. But yours were more moderate, more obvious than that.
My daughter has been diagnosed with FND and she was 12. Wow.
Bless her.
Oh yeah, there's the FND ribbon as your profile picture.
FND is a really difficult condition. So
in some ways
misunderstood and hard to...
In some ways it's
treat.
harder than Tourette's. It's a lot more debilitating, I would say, because... can I ask, does your daughter have like paralysis and stuff? It's okay if you don't feel comfortable answering. Like, what symptoms does she have? Beans.
Saw us at the beach a few weeks ago. You maybe did, yes. We were at the beach about 2 weeks ago in the northeast.
Beans.
MFD, I don't know what MFD is.
They maybe got it the wrong way around. I know there's FMD, which is functional movement disorder, which is slightly different.
Which one of you is the mum? Oh, Frank. You old flirt.
Mum, you're married.
Yeah? You look like twins. We've got the twin filter on. You were both passing in the car, so I couldn't say hi. Oh, right.
We'll say hi now.
Hello.
Hope you had a nice time at the beach. Thank you for pre-ordering my book.
Yes, thank you. Evie has a book out, if anybody doesn't know.
It?
Well, it's on pre-order at the moment.
Feels unnatural seeing your hair down. I know, I don't really like it. I was just too lazy to put it
My
up
fringe
today.
needs cutting. I might do that tonight.
I'm trying to look out for that woman with the daughter with FND.
Oh, yeah. She called Rebecca or something. How are we doing lately? We're doing all right. We're doing okay. It's actually been a decent week for you, hasn't it? You've not had to sort of... Oh, I don't even want to say it, but things have been reasonably good.
Well, my feet haven't.
Yeah, but you haven't had like really bad tick attacks or, you know, really debilitating ticks or something. Yes, the cat's in the background. She be. That's Lottie.
She's never anywhere else.
She sleeps a lot now. Is she 9 this year? I think she might be 9 this year.
We got her in 2011.
Is my name Sam or Samantha? It's Samantha. I was christened Samantha, but I get Sam mostly.
She has bad speech, mobility and seizures.
Right.
Oh, bless her.
So she has need as well, bless her. That is a lot. How's she managing school?
That's awful at 12.
Yeah, it is a lot.
That's the age that my tics started.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine having all of that then as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tick, tick, tick.
Maybe it's the age that your brain starts changing into something different.
Well, I know a lot can happen, like health-wise, at that age, especially with like Tourette's and stuff, because you're going through a lot of changes and it's a different time at school and stuff, and you've got more exams and things and tests like that. Beans.
No, Evie can't drive, but it's not because of her Tourette's, it's because of her seizures.
Swift.
Although there is that as well.
I don't know if that would happen in real life or not.
School don't know how to deal with it. No.
Wow.
That's not good, is it?
I had 1-to-1, sometimes 2-to-1 in college, but I guess when you're 12 and at school, it's a bit different because you don't want her to feel sort of singled out, I guess. I don't know if I said that right.
No, that's fine. But then she's at an age where she kind of is going to need education. I mean, when you were starting to be really unwell, you were sort of 15, weren't you? So you were nearer to your GCSEs.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what the lady was, what department she was from.
Okay.
Gerby, what was she from? She was from...
What, the homes to hospitals?
No, that wasn't Gerby. It was some sort of...
Gerby. I don't even recognise that name.
Yeah, she was the lady who kind of went between school and us. Well, it was actually college by then, and kind of arranged all of your needs. You might have to get in touch with your special needs department over at the council in education. Oh my God, you're alive? We are! Here we are, live and everything. Does Evie have anxiety? Yeah, a bit. Just a bit.
That was my first mental health diagnosis. It was social anxiety when I was 15.
Yeah, social anxiety. Somebody said they'd die for you. Don't do that.
It's a bit drastic.
Don't do that.
I saw someone ask about me doing a podcast, by the way.
Thank you, Gabs.
I don't know if I'll have my own podcast, especially when there's so much going on at the moment with the book and stuff. But I'm going to be in Max and Harvey's new podcast. I'm going to be in one of those.
Have we finished Teen Wolf yet? No, we haven't finished Teen Wolf yet. We got a bit stuck, didn't we? We were a bit...
It sort of started
weird.
trailing off a bit, so we're all kind of less interested.
Is talking through a screen different to real life?
Oh, definitely. Because, like, I guess people wouldn't know I had social anxiety from my videos, because obviously chatting to a screen, although I know that there's, like, actual humans watching this. It's very different to seeing their faces and having sort of the vibe of having another person in the room, if you know what I mean.
Thank you, Gabs.
My social anxiety is better than it was. Like, I can talk to strangers and stuff now. I used to, like, even if we go to the shops at the till, I can say, okay, thank you, bye, and I never used to be able to do that. It's mostly just, like, big crowds and stuff like that now. So, there is progress.
Oh, Susie. Hi, Susie.
Hi.
Thank you. Susie sent tea. Oh, we do love a cup of tea. How's Susie? What's your book called?
My Non-Identical Twin.
Yeah, and that comes from her tics sort of
being shitty.
being a part of her, but not her exactly.
Beans.
Oh, I was trying to say that. Really love seeing you with your pets.
Yeah, I smoke weed.
She doesn't.
I used to. Fuck you.
Yeah, the pets. They do kind of know when you need them, don't they? Especially Teddy and your seizures, definitely.
Yeah. Wow!
And Lottie's just always there, really, isn't she? Always sort of ready for a cuddle with you. Oh, hello from Thailand.
She's half deaf, so she can't hear me. Tits.
How did I react to her first tick? Well, you probably heard before.
What the fuck is going on?
Evie's first tick was
Ow!
a hiccup noise. So we didn't really, it wasn't as loud as that.
It
wasn't as dramatic as that. It just sounded like hiccups, so we didn't know that it was a tick. So we didn't really react at all, except to wonder why she had these constant hiccups. So we took her to the doctors about her constant hiccups, but we didn't know what they were.
They didn't really say much.
No.
They just sort of thought, oh, well, that is a bit strange.
Try eating slower, didn't they, and that kind of thing. But it wasn't really anything to do with eating. It wasn't at all.
It wasn't the doctor's fault, because I didn't have any other tics at the time. If I maybe had, like, a little twitch, then they might have said, oh, yeah, it could be a tic, like, linked to that.
Well, it's not a common hiccups. It's not a common symptom anyways. I mean, I've seen on the Tourette's group on Facebook, some people say I started with hiccups, but it's not a wide known thing.
No.
Not at all.
Fuck off, Spencer.
Oh, apologies.
Hey!
I want this lady to adopt me. Oh, why do you not feel safe normally? Well, you do, and I just make you feel safe. Oh, guinea pigs that help with... Oh, that's... Yeah.
Guinea pigs are cute.
They are. I think any kind of animal that takes you focus off your
breasts.
mind. Off your mind.
Focus on your breasts.
That takes you out of yourself and just lets you relax for a little bit. How do you get your book in Brazil?
We're working on it.
Yeah,
at the moment,
something that's with the book company at the moment.
Yeah, it's nothing that I can do. I can pass it on to the people that I'm working with, but they're sort of arranging all the like the pre-ordering sales and stuff like that. So at the moment it's the UK, the US, Australia. But there's plenty of time. You've got till October to pre-order, and I'm pretty sure it's not going to run out, so it's okay, don't panic.
Plus you are doing an audio one, aren't you, sir?
Yes. Fuck you! Yes, I do know Billie Eilish has Tourette's.
They're not. Our animals aren't registered therapy animals. We kind of trying to train Teddy up a little bit to be more responsive during her seizures. Sometimes he is, sometimes he isn't. He does lick her hands. Licks her hands during seizures and things, and kind of recognises when her breathing's different.
So there's a few people asking where they can get my book from. If you go onto my account, which is, if you don't know, is this Trippy Hippie, and the link is in my bio.
It's in mine as well.
Oh yeah, it's in my mum's, so you can just click on that Sam's cup of tea up there, and then the link is in her bio.
Oh, she doesn't go to school or college now. She's a big girl.
Bitch. Meow.
Are you recording the audio? But we don't know that yet, do we?
I don't know. It's been mentioned that I could do it. It's a bit scary though for me. It would be like a big step, but I know that people would
You could
like
do
it
that.
if I
You
did
could
it.
do that easily.
I'd be
You don't have to decide that yet.
I'd be worried about my stammering and stuff. People might listen and think, God, just spit it out.
I don't think anybody would think that, Pat. Anybody reading a book about you and your Tourette's is going to know, or anybody listening. Have you got a cover for your book yet?
At the moment, it's not like top priority. There's stuff we're sort of getting all the writing stuff out of the way first. And then the cover will come next, I imagine.
What does it feel like to have a seizure?
Hi, Cece.
Hello, lovely.
It's really weird, especially the ones where I'm fully aware, because it's like inside I'm aware, but my body is just totally out of it. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Chinese chickens.
Sam could do the audio. Maybe.
Bitch.
Apart from beans, what's your most frequent tick?
Probably
they change, don't they, really?
Probably just something like a motor tick.
Yeah, yeah. Teddy in the background. Can you hear him?
Oh, I was thinking like he's not
Might
here.
be able to hear him squeaking.
The ball, he's squeaking his ball.
I'm bullied for my Tourette's. Have you any advice? Do you know, the more confident you are with your Tourette's, and the more you don't let it bother you, or let it bother you that they're bullying you, the more they'll back off.
Yeah, this is going to sound strange, but if you seem insecure about it, they're going to pick on you more. If you just sort of like think, yeah, I've got Tourette's, so what? Like it makes me it makes me unique. Like, what do you have that makes you unique, you know?
It's easy to say it when you kind of, you know, not in that situation, but that's the key to anybody bullying anybody about anything. Don't let them bother you.
Tell them to fuck off.
Yeah, maybe not that.
Depends how old you are.
Does Evie have problems calming down from her tics?
Tick attacks, yes.
Yeah, if you mean on a night time, she has a tablet that she takes when she goes to bed.
I'm quite lucky though, because even like today I had a nap on the sofa, and even if I lay down and get snuggled up with a blanket and properly lie down, my tics sort of do dull down anyway. Whereas if I'm just sitting up in bed, my tics are still there as normal. So I think I'm quite lucky in that way, because some people, they lie down and they're...
Thank you for the... What is that? It's like
book?
a spell book.
Beans!
How many different tics? Oh, you couldn't count them. A bit of everything really, haven't you?
Beans.
You've ticked all the boxes by now, pretty much. Did you ever think about working with animals?
Yeah, that's why I was doing an animal care course for 2.5 years at college. But there was a few obstacles sort of getting in the way of doing it, so...
Does he even like beans?
I do.
She does, yeah.
I do, I like them a lot. Beans.
Were your hiccups like real hiccups? Do they feel like real hiccups?
No, so this is what I've said in a few things, like, with real hiccups, you know, you can feel them in your chest, like, sometimes they're even painful and you're like, oh, and you're doing everything to try and get them to go away, like holding your breath or something like that. But with the hiccups that I had when I was younger, it was just a noise. It was literally just a noise coming out from my voice box. There was nothing going on down here or like actually inside. It was literally just, it was just like that. Bitch.
Tam's tics are bad at night. She takes 10 milligrams of diazepam and it has no effect. Wow.
Diazepam works for me.
It does, yeah. Well, you don't take it on a night time, do you?
Thank you for the concert.
It's cute.
For me, diazepam is like emergency medication.
Yeah, yeah. Any advice on tics at school? I would assume that everybody knows that you have tics. So, yeah, people should be accepting of it. And, I don't know, maybe if you find that you... Oh, thank you. Is that an amethyst? Ooh,
Thank
it's
you.
your favourite crystal, isn't it? Maybe if you know you need to have some time out of the room, maybe you can ask for like a pass or something. Thank you, Farmer Kaylee. Are you an actual farmer?
Thanks, Kaylee.
Or is it just your name?
Just ordered your book. Thank you so much. Beans. Beetroot.
Yeah, you don't say that so much.
Hey.
Do you get offended when people laugh? Depends which bit they're laughing at.
Yeah, it depends. If I like punch myself in the face and they're like, oh, that's so funny, then yeah. Like the one where I hit myself in the head with the rolling pin. People.
I don't know how anybody could laugh at that. The sound was horrific.
People were like tagging their friends and saying this is too funny and stuff like that. Then I would get a bit offended, but generally the content that I post is to make people smile, and also myself. So making myself smile and making
if you're laughing
light of my condition is very helpful.
Can you tell if somebody's fake and having Tourette's? That's a very difficult one. You've got to be careful because
if they have a hood over their face.
Well, yeah, obviously, but you know, Evie's Tourette's could look completely different to somebody else's Tourette's. You can't assume that somebody doesn't have Tourette's.
Yeah, I hate that. Cece gets comments like, my friend has Tourette's and doesn't look like this, so sort of accusing her as faking because they don't look like that person's friend's account.
Ridiculous.
And you think that they would then know that Tourette's is such a big spectrum.
Yeah,
Ch-ch.
absolutely. Thank you, Kaylee. Evie is so strong. She is.
Thanks.
You do be a tank, don't you?
Beans. Everyone's different. Exactly. Like
Thank you.
It's true that
gorgeous. Thank you, Effie.
No two people with Tourette's are the same.
No, there are people who only have motor tics, people who only have verbal tics, people who hardly tick at all, people at the other end of the extreme who are, you know, ticking constantly. Evie's tics can change from day to day, so even from hour to hour. My boyfriend has Tourette's and is depressed. Well, that's a difficult mix, isn't it?
Hey!
Let me read the rest of that.
Oh, sorry.
Can you advise me the best to do for him? I think he would probably say himself that his depression is probably a contributor to his tics. I don't know, I mean, I don't know anything about your situation or his, but if he's not being treated for his depression, I would say that's probably key to helping him.
Yeah.
Somebody's copying your book on Amazon. I got scammed. Well, they've been very quick about it. Oh, thank you.
Are you sure? Because that's quite a big allegation. Beans!
Will the book be available to Brazil? We don't kind of know about outside the UK and America yet. That's something that the book company are working on. It's kind of out of Evie's hands, but she's certainly putting it to them. Oh, thank you.
Beans!
Can you show us some BSL? It's a bit difficult without music and stuff, isn't it?
Naomi, Evie, Meg, thank you for buying my book. Beans! Hello!
Thank you. It's what it is. Thank you. Thank you, Katie.
Oh, bless her. So there's like a specific time that it gets bad. I wonder if that's because she gets tired on the evening.
Possibly,
like,
yeah.
After a long day at school or something. Hey!
Possibly that, or it could be if she's been at school all day or somewhere else. Is this the girl who doesn't go to school at the moment?
Yeah.
It could be a release. Right, yeah. Also at 12, obviously she's starting, hormones are starting to come in as well, so...
Yeah, it says your book, but then they send a completely different book. My book shouldn't arrive at your house till October the 28th.
No. Evie's book isn't a physical book that you can hold yet. At the moment, it's a pre-order. So if you're going into it, Amazon, and it's promising you a book, it's not Evie's book.
If it says arriving on, I don't know, Monday or something, that's not mine. If you pre-order, mine won't be delivered at your door till October the 28th, which I know sounds like a long way away, but that is the day that it comes out, so you'll be one of the first people to receive it.
Somebody just said, my son asks if you ever get overwhelmed. Do you mean by her tics? My son has asked if you ever get overwhelmed.
Yeah, especially when we're in public.
Yeah.
If we're in public and my tics are bad, it can be really overwhelming. And then I get overwhelmed because I'm overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm editing a YouTube video at the moment.
Thank you, Katie.
2 actually. Beans.
Yeah, keep an eye out for a video. There's some good ones coming out. What would you do if you didn't have Tourette's?
You asked me this the other night.
I did, yeah. It was when we were watching that film last night, The Road Within, because it was one of the questions they asked him, wasn't it?
Did you like that film?
Yeah, I did like it, yeah.
I would probably continue my dream of being a teaching assistant. Oh!
Do your brothers ever get annoyed at your tics? Rarely.
Daniel does.
Sometimes, yeah, but only the ones that are kind of...
Annoying.
Yeah,
Mischievous.
yeah, I guess, yeah. Have you ever watched TVD?
The Vampire Diaries.
No, I haven't. No, I think my son has.
Beans.
You can still be a teacher. Well, she was working with very young children, like sort of reception age or early years. So obviously, yeah, that's not possible with her.
Oh, hi, Zara.
CZ, hi.
My selective mutism, yeah, it was. But, we have a phone call appointment on the 20th, which is actually to discuss the possibility of a different condition which could have caused selective mutism, the paralysis, DR and DP, stuff like that. Hey!
What are some of the government's programmes the UK has for disability? There's certain money payments and stuff like that, and various concessions and things.
Beans.
Not an awful lot. Did you ever get a BSL course? Well, you didn't teach yourself. Well, you kind of did at the beginning, didn't you?
I did at the beginning, but I wouldn't recommend that. It's not I don't know. I wouldn't recommend it because teaching yourself and then being taught by a deaf person is just totally different. Like, it just totally opened my eyes. I did a BSL course for 2 years. I did level 1 and then level 2. Hey! Have you ever met anyone that was diagnosed older, like mid-20s? I mean, I wasn't diagnosed till I was 20, but my tics started 7 or 8 years ago. It just took a really long time to get diagnosed. But that was purely because, like I said, of everything overlapping. I didn't have just tics, I had loads of other stuff. So they sort of just got a bit lost in it. But I do know of people that have had adult onset.
Becca was diagnosed recently, wasn't she? Becca, how old is
think,
Becca?
I'm not sure. Is Becca my age?
I don't know. I have seen on the Tourette support group on Facebook of people being diagnosed later in life.
Yee.
Did Mum know before you were diagnosed? I think we all did. It was getting pretty obvious by that stage.
Yeah.
It's kind of last May? We were out for a walk down by the river and she just had this big surge of tics, like a tic attack, and I think it just kind of everything clicked into place then, because before that we'd always thought that her tics were to do with her FND, and tics can be part of that, but this was something different. We just knew that.
Not to that extent, yeah.
I have the rainbow bird top you have.
Hi, India.
Which rainbow bird top?
Oh, do you mean the hummingbird one? That's kind of rainbow. Beans. FND stands for fucking neurological disorder.
Oh, bless you.
Stands for functional neurological disorder, not what my Tourette's said.
I've got tics related to ADHD. Ah.
Yeah, that's interesting actually, because when people talk about if I have tics, does it mean I have Tourette's? And it's like, no.
Because I was on somebody's live this morning. They said they had ADHD and they had tics. And I hadn't actually heard of that before.
Really?
I wasn't that person, but yeah.
Yeah, tics So when people say to me, does tics mean Tourette's? It's like, no, tics can be part of autism. ADHD.
Your dinner's out. Yeah, get your dinner.
Anxiety tics. You do get tics from ADHD. Does Evie's Tourette's now take over from the FND symptoms? They very much overlap. So like right now...
Sadly, they're both there.
Right now you can't see because I've got 2 pairs of socks on and slippers on to protect my feet. My toes are all curled up and they've been like that for about 4 days now. It's affecting my walking. So they sort of... They're called comorbid conditions, which is when you have more than one present at the same time.
If it was a really small tic attack, would you be able to tell it apart from normal tics? Any kind of tic attack means that your tics are coming sort of faster and
Constant.
more sort of more power, more sort of energy than normal. So I think even a small one, you'd feel it.
Tits. The hummingbird.
The hummingbird top.
You know the one that's sort of like beige with hummingbird.
Oh right, yeah. Yeah.
Beans. Hey.
Will they be able to prescribe you with better meds?
At the moment, they wouldn't.
No, we're in a
Lottie.
Yeah, she's snoring. But she's in a bit of a catch-22 position in that the meds that she was on weren't doing an awful lot, but they won't give her anything else until she's seen her neurologist again. So yeah,
which is annoying because I'm not seeing my neurologist till July.
Yeah, I know. It's important they get it right. The meds for Tourette's isn't that something to be sniffed at.
Is there anything you don't like being asked? Oh, I've never been asked that before, but thank you for asking, I guess.
You're pretty open, aren't you, about what you talk about?
Bless her.
I don't think they'll be able to hear.
No, they won't. I don't know.
I guess PTSD is a tricky one, isn't it? That's not something that...
Well, I used to be more open about it.
Yeah, I know you don't so much now, though. But that's fine. Whatever you want to talk about is up to you. Having a hard time getting used to the symptoms I'm having. Oh, Easter eggs!
Thanks,
Thank
Sarah.
you. I've still got my Easter egg downstairs.
Oh, I scoffed all mine really quickly.
Can you scoff mine and then I won't eat it?
Can I?
I don't know how much there is left, to be honest. I've lost that person's... I don't know what they were... what their condition was. What would you like as a career?
I don't know.
Author? Artist?
Beans.
My PTSD has been getting better, but my tics are getting worse. Oh, thank you.
Thanks. Oh, didn't see their name.
Yeah, PTSD is a tricky one, isn't it? Because I think you have to go through... It's like a... Even when you've addressed your PTSD, it doesn't mean your symptoms will get easier immediately. Just maybe keep going with your therapy and whatever other strategies you've got going on.
I haven't had flashbacks for months.
Yeah, good.
I still think about it, but it's not the same as like a
thank you, halloumi.
proper flashback.
Halloumi fries. You can't get away with halloumi. I'm sure you're lovely, but the squeaky stuff are just
Beans.
confetti. Cute. How old are you, Evie? Maybe they're asking me. But I'm going to ask you instead.
I'm 20.
I'm 21.
With wrinkles. Sorry.
Oh, I knew you were going to do something revolting.
I was waiting for you to lean in to kiss me.
No, because I was waiting for you to do something weird. PTSD from what? Well, that's the thing she doesn't really talk about, which, you know, is fine. That's her bag. People at school bully me for having nervous twitches and saying that I am Tourette's.
Sorry.
Well, they're idiots, aren't they? Idiots. Is that one of your new ones?
Yeah.
When's that come? It's like a big pencil.
Got it yesterday.
Cute. What is it?
It's agate.
Agate. Isn't it pretty? I like that side.
It's cool. I like this
Could be
bit here though. It's got, if you shine a torch on, it's got the sparkly
Can we be friends?
crystals.
We're all friends here.
Why can't we be friends?
What's the difference between absent seizures and disassociation? I know. They looked like there was loads of S's in it.
So absent seizures, you are unconscious, whereas sort of when you zone out, you're still in the moment. Your mind just wanders a bit.
Thank you, Big Titty Goth. I like your name. Winter Robins. Oh, thank
Beans!
You. Have you heard of gastroparesis?
I've heard of it, yeah, gastroparesis. Beans!
No, that's illegal in the in the UK. CBD and CBD oil is available, but
I'm
THC
in love with marijuana.
It's illegal.
I'm in love with
3 a.m. there. Go to sleep.
I am a cannabis man.
3 a.m. and they're still up. Do you like Marvel? We're not really into that.
It's not my
son is very into
DC
stuff. He collects like vintage comics and stuff. But apparently Marvel's the other side. It's like, you know, the enemy.
Yeah.
What's a neurologist appointment like?
Okay.
Same as any other medics that you see. They kind of have a certain range of tests that they go through. We haven't met this one yet though. The one that she's seen in July. She is a new one. Thank you, Big Titty Goth. Oh, thank you with the Easter eggs.
Thanks, Jessie. Chick.
Oh, is that Jessie? Is it? Thank you, Winter Robin.
Someone was Jessie.
Oh, okay. I adore your room, so calming. Some elements of it are. If you look in that corner over there, it's not. It's very messy.
It's not very messy. There's just still boxes from my dear.
Yeah, Max. Get Max on here. I want to speak to him right now. Everybody tag. What's his name? Is it Hello, I'm Max? Get him on here. I want a word with him.
Tagging him won't do
Thank you.
anything. Should I send him a message?
Yeah. And we'll show him this monstrosity that you love.
He's not. He's lovely. Dad likes him. Oh wait, what's his name on?
I don't know. Oh, they're tagging him on here. Look. Do you have any pets? She does. Yeah, we've got a whole zoo here. She's got 2 rabbits, a cat, a dog, and fish. Less fish than we used to have, but because they had a bit of a.
I killed them.
You didn't kill them, Ted. There was a bit of a pandemic in the tank, and we lost a few.
Corona.
Do you have any advice for kids with tics in year 7? That's the first year after
Comp.
Yeah.
Beans.
It's difficult, isn't it? Have good friends around you. People who are going to look out for you. And don't be afraid to own them. Let people know. Max, come here now.
Actually, I'll text him. That'll get his attention a bit more.
Have you ever seen Supernatural? I watched a few of them with my oldest boy. And they were quite good, but for some reason we didn't keep watching them. I think we started watching something else. We've just started watching Line of Duty. Supernatural.
I don't think I watched that, did I?
Thank you. Somebody said their neurologist recommends swimming. Evie's not a huge fan of swimming. She's got some what am I saying? Some phobia about deep water, haven't you, Pet? She's a bit of a weird swimmer. She swims along the bottom of the pool, but doesn't like deep water.
No, I don't anymore because I used to be fine. Like, wearing goggles was awesome, but like no one wears them as an adult because you look like a tit.
Nobody looks amazing when they're swimming, do they?
No.
Where are you guys from? The northeast. We're up in the northeast.
Durham. Fuck you.
You'll never know where. How has it gone through security with Tourette's? We haven't had that delight yet, have we?
No.
Thank you.
Thanks, Courtney.
Can we be IBFs, Evie? She's got 13 million IBFs. You're all her IBFs.
Yes.
I still wear goggles and I'm 23.
I think I'm just too self-conscious to do that. I'm a bit of an idiot. Beans. But
Bell's palsy, I've heard of it. I must admit I don't know the details of it.
Beans. Hi, Phoebe.
I'd love to meet you in real life.
What's shaking, Mama?
Would you participate in FND-TS research? There are a few different research things. Somebody mentioned that Project 21 where you they're researching the effects of a certain plant on
Cannabis.
I didn't want to get us banned, but yeah.
I'm in love with marijuana.
Can you lose ticks over time? Ticks are sort of transient, so they can be like a tick's kind of, she gets new ones and then they move on, and some come, some go.
Yeah. Especially which tick is most prominent at the time. That changes constantly.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Sarah.
Hey.
Thank you for saying hi. Hi.
Beans!
We're in Stockton. Oh, hi, you're not that far away then. Have her ticks ever caused her glasses to break? No.
I've broken a glass.
Have you? I was just about to say, I don't think you have broken many things with
I smashed a glass. Do you know that blue...
rambling away. That's cute.
You know that
Thank
blue
you.
Disney one? That had the white cat on from Aristocats.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I smashed
Yeah.
that. Beans.
Any tips on rabbits? Well, you're the person to...
Rabbits don't have tits.
Tips! Some of them do. Lots of hay.
Yeah, lots of hay, fresh water all the time, lots of space. They need a lot more space than people think.
And lots of greens.
Have you ever had a tick attack in public? My first ever tick attack was in public.
Yeah.
But luckily it wasn't that much of a public place. It was like a riverside, so it was more naturey than people-y.
When did Evie have her first tick attack? So almost a year ago. It was last May. That was
Yeah.
her first one.
Beans. Max hasn't replied yet.
He probably knows he's in trouble. Yeah. Well, if you put that, my mum wants a word with you, he's not going to come on, is he? Bless. He's probably hiding.
You've been a bad boy.
How do you deal with social anxiety?
Hide in a corner.
That's not going to help you.
I think go to therapy if you need it. Like, I had therapy for social anxiety when I was like 15. It wasn't the right one for me at the time, but the therapist that I had later on was amazing. Beans.
The left side of my face is down. Yeah, I thought it was where you had a sort of droop on your face, but I didn't really want to say that until I knew.
Haha, droopy face. Sorry.
Yeah, Evie's gonna have something to say about that.
Sorry.
I can't smile. Ah, getting better. Well, that was good.
Say cheese. You can't.
You're just the right person to tell something like that to, aren't you? All the sympathy.
I'm so sorry.
Your video made me think Evie died. Nope, she's still there. Look, I can prod her and everything. Look, still there.
Beans.
How was it as a parent to see her? It was... I don't think we really sort of realised the significance of that tick attack, and that it was kind of the first of many, and some of them would be a lot worse. In fact, most of us were laughing about it because it was quite funny what she was doing. She was kind of, you know, swinging her arms and ticking a lot more, and we just thought it was, I don't know what we thought, but
Because my tics had never been like that before, so for me to be, you know, twitchy and shouting at the fisherman, it was hilarious because, like, oh my gosh, I've never done anything like this before. But we didn't know that that was just sort of a big explosion,
yeah.
and then my tics were just haven't stopped since. I mean, it's not that my tics started last May, because they didn't. They started like 7 or 8 years ago. But I feel like that was the start of...
It was like a sort of opening a gate almost, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They just all came out then. Can we see Teddy? He's downstairs at the moment. We're upstairs.
Hiding from all the males.
Yeah. And then we're going to watch Zoe and B later, aren't we?
Yes.
I'm going to make a...
Is there something that causes your tics to start? Head injury or illnesses? Head.
Thank you, Poppet.
There was nothing in like specifically that caused them to start when I was 12 or 13. Maybe anxiety at school, because obviously I went through a lot of that. I don't think there was anything that triggered that tic attack that day. I know that I had a lot of energy, which made it a lot worse. Maybe that was the tic attack starting in my body, like the adrenaline.
Yeah, I remember you saying, I don't know what to do with all this energy. I think that was probably it coming.
Yeah, because we were around the river and I was just like, I was hyper almost. I was like skipping around and jumping, like I couldn't just like walk normally. I was like skipping. I just had so much energy, and then all the tics started.
Somebody asked if we've ever been to Middlesbrough. We haven't. The only place we've been to in Middlesbrough, if that person's still here, is Evie had a spell in, it was called James Cook, wasn't it, the hospital, when she had her 5-day EEG thing to look into her seizures and stuff. So we were there then, but we certainly didn't see much of Middlesbrough. She was in the hospital and I was in a Premier Inn nearby.
I didn't have to go to hospital when I had that tic attack, no.
Have you ever written a mean message because of your tics? You don't have that tic, do you?
My my tics don't really make me type stuff. I don't know why, I don't tic much when I'm on my phone.
There's not much at Middlesbrough, to be honest. Fair enough, yeah.
Meow.
Would you ever do a book signing?
Yes, there's definitely, I can promise you there will be a book signing.
I think there's going to be more than one, isn't there?
Yes.
You will hear about it when there's book signings coming up.
Fuck you.
What's the difference between tics and intrusive thoughts?
So...
You can have intrusive thoughts as a tic, can't you?
Yeah, they're like mental tics, which are sort of called skepsy tics. So there's different types like echoskepsy, and it's all very complex. But intrusive thoughts, usually they might tell you to do something, or you might have an intrusive thought about yourself, or like that. So like when I was writing the book, I had some intrusive thoughts that I didn't deserve to write a book, that other people have it worse than me, why aren't they writing a book, like stuff like that. And that's not a tic, that's just horrible intrusive thoughts, whereas a tic is something, I don't know how to describe it.
A mental tic is something you don't have any control over, do you? Whereas the other thing was more to do with your anxiety, I would have said. And
the mental tics that I have, they don't necessarily tell me to do something. It's usually repeating words over and over again. However, we went for a walk. Me and Dad went for a walk the other day on a night time, and my tics were making me skip every single time I put down my left foot. So I wasn't walking around at all, I was just skipping, because every time my left foot went forward, I had to skip on it. So I was exhausted by the time I get home. That almost felt like an intrusive thought.
You have no control over your tics, right? Sometimes you have a tiny bit of control, don't you? Like if you...
I can sometimes control the volume.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I'm kind of hoping that this is something that the neurologist can help with, because there are sort of behavioural therapies that will help you either redirect, or... Is that the C-bit, is it called? Where you can have C-bit therapy. Where
Sorry,
you can...
I got really dizzy for a second.
Did you? You alright?
Yeah. Beans.
Do you need to come off?
Maybe.
Okay. Well, we've been on a little while now anyway. What time is it? Yeah, we've been on nearly an hour, so we'll come off and catch you all again soon. But thank you all for coming. Thank you all for